Ooh, under a second. It won't be long if he keeps running like he's running right now. He'll be hammering on that door.
What a comeback it would be for Rick Mast, involved in a wreck when he slid up the racetrack into Greg Sachs, to come back and win this. Dick Trickle in 6th place. Bill Elliott's come back to Trickle.
I feel like Earnhardt right now is so happy, you know, to where he's running, and I feel like he got the championship so up that he really is not paying any attention to Rick Mast. I would think.
I would be. One thing I've never had a. You see Bill Elliott taking a look underneath Trickle there down the front straightaway. Dick Trickle, that car was torn up pretty bad after he tried to qualify here. He backed it in the 4th turn wall, and they've worked on that car and got it back in here. These guys have done a great job of bringing that car back in here and racing one of the best finance teams in all of racing, their Budweiser car there. Dick Trickle and them, they kind of run that thing on a shoestring operation, and he deserves all the mention we can give.
Looks like Bill Elliott's going to get underneath Trickle. They both carry high up the racetrack. Ford versus Chevrolet here. Tight racing for 6th.
Up close and personal.
You race Trickle, you'll know you've been in a race.
Oh yeah. He looked like James Cagney to me in the face every once in a while. I look at him when he's backing out of the garage area and all. He's got that James Cagney type of look. Of course, he drives it like Dick Trickle. I'll tell you what, he's one of the better race car drivers in this part of the world.
Ever. Mark Martin is going to close in on them as they battle side by side. Mark Martin's going to come right back up to them.
Mark Martin's running a little bit higher now than what he's been running too. Maybe the groove's moved up and feels better. A little high.
Bill Elliott finally makes the move there and gets by Trickle.
And here's Terry Labonte, the 3rd place car. And what's the story there, Randy?
Well, the savior for the Hendrick Motorsports stables, Terry Labonte, has just radioed in, says he doesn't think that car is going to last 30 laps. It's ready to blow any moment. So no one knows, even Terry. We're just going to have to keep an eye on him. Boy, that would be awful for those guys today.
You can see Morgan Shepherd's pulling up on him coming out of the corner there. That's usually power losses of some type. I don't know what the problem could be, but certainly hope he makes it. He's run too hard today.
Bobby Labonte very slow on the back straightaway. The Bill Davis team looking for a sponsor for next year. And looks like they're in trouble right now. Going to come into the pits on the front side. Terry Labonte, his older brother, trying to hold on to 3rd here. We thought he might have something for Rick Mast and Dale Earnhardt. Morgan Shepherd saying the car's a bit loose, and there are your lead cars. Bobby Labonte's gone to the garage.
Boy, Rick Mast is pulling down as fast as he can, but I tell you what, catching him and passing him is another story.
28 laps to go. You'll see them when we come back. Steel makers of a full line of outdoor power equipment, including famous steel chainsaws, bring you these aerial views. Rick Mast has caught Dale Earnhardt. Well, who's going to win it? Glenn?
Well, Mike, I think that I'm going to go with my heart instead of my head. I think Rick Mast's going to win it because I think if he puts any pressure at all on Earnhardt, Earnhardt's going to back off and let him go. He doesn't want to take any chances at this time.
Randy?
Well, I'm going with my head, even though I want to go with my heart, and I'm still going with Rick Mast.
Buddy?
Well, I put Rick Mast in his first Winston Cup car, and I want to be here when he wins his first Winston Cup race. I've always thought he was a great race car driver, and he's proving it right now.
David?
Yeah, he's sticking his nose under him every once in a while, and definitely, he like I say, he's caught him, and I'm kind of like Glenn. I don't think that Earnhardt would take any chances and try to hold it back at this point. He's happy about winning the championship.
I think he would. I think Earnhardt wants to go all the way to victory lane and not share it with anybody today. And if this stays green and gets down, it could be a gas mileage situation. We'll see. Here's Terry Labonte and Morgan Shepherd side by side for 3rd place. John Andretti being overlapped by those two.
You see, Terry's running a higher groove, and he's run all day today. When you're having engine trouble, the thing you do is get that car a little bit higher up towards that wall in case it does come apart. You can drive it up higher and kind of feather it into the wall rather than it just backing straight up into the wall.
Oh.
You notice that since Rick has caught Earnhardt, he's running in the corners seem like a little bit harder, and he's running a little bit higher on the racetrack. He goes higher. if he keeps doing that, Rick Mast's going to stick it under him in a few minutes.
Well, that's a very nervous position to put Rick Mast in, too. He would rather be racing somebody that wasn't running for the national championship, and you're trying to make a move there on underneath him, because if you got into him right now, you'd never hear the end of it.
Oh, he won't do that. He'll watch that.
Yeah, but to win his first race to Rick Mast is every bit as big as Dale Earnhardt winning that 7th championship. Earnhardt would still have a chance to clinch next week or in Atlanta. Rick Mast might not have this good a chance again. I think if he gets the least little bit of opening, he'll take it.
He'll take it, but he's a smart driver. He won't do anything, like David said, he won't do anything real stupid, you know, like drive in there and make it 4 deep or something and maybe knock out Earnhardt.
Coming up on Joe Nemechek. Rick Mast started 8th. Led 58 laps so far.
You've seen Rick Mast come from about 30 car lengths back and catch Earnhardt. When he caught him, he started running and backing off the same place that Earnhardt has, and he really hadn't done that much.
Darrell Waltrip has hit the wall in turn 4.
Ooh.
Caution is out. Could that 40 race finishing streak be in jeopardy?
I'd say.
Oh.
Left front is not turning on that car. That means a lot of damage.
Did the leaders get the caution? That is the question. They did. Darrell Waltrip has been running at the finish of 40 straight races. And that streak appears it may end today.
I bet you one thing. If it can be made back,
oh, yes,
he'll make it. He's talking to him right now about what they need to have in the pits to fix it.
So we're under caution. Any question of fuel mileage is erased. Now, will they pit to take on tires?
This is the chess game of all times. They can't come in right now. That red flag means pit road is closed, so they have to wait until the green flag comes out.
Now, if they come in for tires, do you take 2 or do you take 4 like Jeff Gordon did at Charlotte to win?
They'll be watching each other, I'd say.
Very closely.
Here comes Earnhardt down pit road.
And Rick Mast right with him. Only the 9, make that 8 lead lap cars can come in on this lap. So here comes Terry Labonte, Morgan Shepherd, Ricky Rudd, Bill Elliott. Mark Martin will be in. So might Dick Trickle. Ooh, Trickle staying out. Glenn Jarrett in the leader's pit.
Everything going Dale Earnhardt's way today. He had put a set of tires on a little earlier in the race. He said they felt great. If that's the set of tires he wanted to finish on, they didn't run them very long, came back in. That's the set they're putting on right now. That's the set of scuffs he wanted. He got the caution flag he wanted. The left sides are going on now. The right sides are only on. He'll be down and away with the set that he wanted. Randy?
Rick Mast already down and away. 1 round down. They're rooting for their driver to beat Earnhardt out. Does he do it?
No. You don't often beat Earnhardt out of the pits.
Brings up a point you talked about not long ago. Earnhardt having the pits at the far end down here. You can see him getting Darrell Waltrip out of the car right now. Everybody's there. That does not mean he's hurt because they have people around there. What they do is make sure he don't step out and fall down or what. And they want to make sure he's out of the car in proper form.
A lot of folks called and asked why Michael Waltrip was driving Dale Earnhardt's Busch car yesterday. It was because Earnhardt wanted to focus all his attention and efforts on this Winston Cup car and winning this Winston Cup championship. There's Darrell being helped from the car. He is standing and walking. He's okay. He's a little shaken up, but he's okay. We have just the aftermath of the Waltrip incident to show you. He's already in the wall once.
The bad part of that whole deal, the left side hit, the driver's side. And boy, I mean, it's like hitting twice as hard when you hit on the driver's side.
They'll remove Waltrip's car and we'll get back to green flag racing. Finish this one off. We'll be right back to Rockingham.